So you have to have it on paper where you want your parent to be buried. It needs to be on paper. And my dad had it on paper. He wanted to be buried in his village. He didn't want to be buried here. And if we were to bury him here, his brothers will haunt us to the rest of our days. And they would say, oh, we need our brother back here to be buried.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Regarding their parents that maybe they're elderly and they're still alive, what questions should you think they should ask their parents now?
Oh, no, and they're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, honestly, I'll ask them, do y'all have a will? Will is the most important thing because that can cause so much drama in families, especially if your family has a big estate. If they have a lot of money and properties, houses, just have a will. A will. Will is so important. And if you do have a will, talk about the will. Talk about it while you're still alive. I mean, have your parent, maybe explain the will, if they're still living, like or what you want done, because to be unclear is to be unkind. That's what I heard. I think it's a quote from Dave Ramsey. Yeah, to be unclear is to be unkind. So to be kind to your family, you want to explain what how you want your will, your estate divided, so they're not fighting amongst each other.
Right.
I mean, you have siblings. Like my dad had a will.
Welcome to Diaspora Dad. I'm your host, Chico, and I have a special guest in the studio, Uvie Olokpa. How's it going?
Good, man. Good to be here.
Awesome.
Good seeing you.
Awesome. All right, brother. So for people meeting you for the first time, how would you describe yourself, as a dad, a husband, and a healthcare professional?
Okay. Yeah, I'm a dad first, husband. Actually, I'm a husband first and dad, and then avid tennis player. I have 3 kids, very active in sports, academics, everything. And been married for about 16 years. Love it. Love married life. And as a healthcare professional, I have 2 professions. I'm a respiratory therapist and I'm a nurse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I have 2 licenses. I've had the nursing license since 2017 and respiratory license since 1999. So I've been doing that for most of my life. Over half my life, I've been doing respiratory therapy. Yeah, so yeah, I do both sometimes, but I've kind of cut the nursing out since COVID hit. Because no need to put myself in that much risk.
I understand.
Yeah, but it's no joke juggling a career and kids and wife. It's exciting, but it's also work. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well done, man. You're pretty busy and doing a lot of awesome things.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
Right.
Thanks.
So, as a Nigerian-American, particularly from Delta states.
Yes. Yes.
So, how would you say that your upbringing, coming from that type of background, shaped you?
Shaped me. Oh, my upbringing shaped. It was everything. I mean, my dad was very influential in my upbringing. From the whoopings to the screams, the discipline. I mean, it was everything. And my mom too. They both disciplined us, like typical Nigerians. They'll shout at you,
Yes.
whoopings. You can't bring a bad grade home. If you do, you're in big trouble.
Yes.
But you better hide that progress report. And back in the days, it's funny. Back in the days, we could hide progress reports.
Yes.
Yeah, but now you can't because the parents can log into to
the app and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Skyward or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
they can see it now. But back in the days, man, you'd have to give it to them. You'd get a whooping. I mean, you could go outside.
Yeah.
Going outside was our favorite pastime back then. But now you can't go out. I mean, you really can't. You can't go outside like that. I mean, you get grounded and you have to stay in your room if you get a bad grade. So that's something we got to deal with. Most kids right now, they don't want to stay in. They want to stay indoors.
Right.
For us, it was outdoors.
Right.
That was our thing.
Right.
And as far as my job, healthcare, I work at a federal government now. I worked everywhere in Houston. Like I've worked every hospital you can think of.
Oh,
Like
wow.
you just name it, I've worked there. LTACs, acute care hospitals, trauma. I've done everything. But I just landed in the VA, federal government, and I love it. I love it. I've been doing it for 15 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, so you
Awesome.
can't beat it. And as far as being a husband, I mean, my wife is great. We have a great relationship. We discipline the kids together. We have the same values, and we're actually from the same place in
Oh,
Delta.
wow.
So
Awesome.
and we speak the same language.
Yes.
Actually, I don't speak language fluently, but I understand a little bit.
Okay. So what language is this?
It's Urobo.
Okay.
Urobo.
So
Urobo.
tell us maybe a greeting or hello or something.
Oh, most times in Urobo, when you greet an elder, you say Miguo.
Miguel.
Yeah, which is I'm on my knees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So respectful.
Yes, me say Miguel. Then the adult to say Brando, like thanks. You can rise.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, rise.
Wow.
That's what Brando means. So yeah, that's just greeting for Urobo people.
Awesome.
You know how you have Ufoma and Ifoma.
Yes.
Yeah, so in Igbo it's
Yes.
Ifoma.
Yes.
Then in the Urobo it's Ufoma,
Oh,
which is my wife's name.
I know her name sounds very Igboic in a way. Well, Igbos and the Yoruba people are very similar anyway.
Yeah,
in
very
culture and history and stuff. So
We're
that's good.
Nigerian.
Yes,
We're
that's
Nigerian.
true. That's true. This podcast is about Diaspora Dad and everything related to that. So we're dads in the diaspora, right? In a Western world, even though our heritage is kind of associated with Africa.
Yeah.
So in that context, what do you think that Diaspora Dad means to you personally?
Well, we have to raise our kids with the values that we have in our culture and our tradition.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to raise them like that. That's what it means to me as being a diaspora dad. Different. We're probably a lot more stricter than the Western, like a Western, than being here. So we don't take no lip from our kids. And sometimes we don't take it. We don't take any lip from our wife. So my kids are very respectful. So I don't have to like whip them in shape as you would say, because we started putting our values and beliefs at a young age.
Right.
So it's not like we have to do much now.
Yes.
If we say, oh, what are you doing? Or be quiet, or how's school, or what are your grades like? They're very respectful. They'll tell us. No yelling, nothing like that. So we started early. When I say early, I'm talking about like 2 or 3 years old. Like, when you go to school, you come home with good grades. You come home with good grades, and you don't yell back at your parents.
Right.
You don't shout. You eat your food, stuff like we just molded them at a young age. So
Yes.
now they're the way we envision them to kind of be. Of course, they have their little perks, their little things where they go off track, and they try to be like some of the kids here. But other than that, they're pretty well grounded. I'd say kids are grounded here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well said. That's very some good points you brought up.
Well, thanks.
All right. So let's switch gears a little bit because you mentioned your job,
Yes.
the two things you do: respiratory therapy and nursing.
Yes.
How did you get into that? How did you? How did that evolve?
You wouldn't believe it, man. It was accidental.
Oh, wow.
Well, respiratory was accidental. My brother was actually interested in respiratory therapy. So my brother like, let's go, man. Can you come with me? My older brother.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you come with me to HCC? I want to apply for this program, respiratory therapy, which I'd never heard of. I didn't know what the hell respiratory therapy was.
Yes.
I know I had to do with the lungs because of respiratory. So we went up there. I applied for the 1-year program is the CRTT program, Certified Respiratory Therapy Tech. And my brother applied for, which was a 1-year program. I was like, oh, I just need 1 year. I don't want to do any more than 1 year. And then my brother applied for the the respiratory therapist program, registered respiratory therapist program.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we went together.
Yes.
So when I went there, I didn't know anything. I was in school. I was in HCC for like a year, 2 years. I was just taking classes.
Yes.
And I had speech. I took a speech class, and I made a D. I didn't think nothing of it back then.
Yes.
So when I go to the lady,
Yes.
I apply for the program, and funny enough, they called me for an interview.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like, I think the next day, because they wanted people.
Yes.
Because no one knows respiratory. Everybody was going to nursing.
Yes.
Like nursing this, nursing that. So I got a call. I'm like, oh, shit, they called me. I'll go. It's like getting interviewed for a job.
Yes.
Yeah, when you get a call for a job, you go for the interview.
That's right.
Yeah, I ended up going to the interview, and the lady was like, yeah, so have you ever heard of respiratory therapy? I was like, no. And she was like, well, she told me what it was about. It deals with the lungs, we help people breathe, asthmatics, COPD, stuff like that.
Yes.
So she asked me, so what are your grades looking like? So I said, my grades are good. She pulled up my grades, and I have a C here. I have a D in speech. I have a C here because I was young. I was 20 years old. I didn't. School wasn't important to me, but she told me, she was like, well, we're gonna excuse this D that you have in speech because I needed.
Wow.
Yeah, I needed a math class and I think an English one and speech, and she was like, we're gonna excuse this class and let you in the program. I was like, whoa, really?
Wow.
Like, yeah, she did me a favor. She passed now, but she passed away now. She was great. She was a great professor.
Wow. Awesome.
But she let me in, man. She took a chance on me, man. And funny enough, I got in, and then, next door or whatever, my brother gets in the registered respiratory program.
Yes.
And that was 2 years.
Oh, wow.
That was 2 years. It was more an advanced respiratory therapy program, yeah. So I get in, and I'm acing all the classes. I'm like, what? A's, B's, I mean, you name it. I even got a reward for being like a high what do you call those when you honors.
Yes.
I got an honors thing for the program. I was shocked.
Wow.
And I graduated in 1 year.
Wow.
It was 1 year.
Amazing.
It was 1 year. That 1 year I got out and I was making $15 an hour.
Yes.
From like $8. I was making $15 an hour. And it blew my mind, man.
And that was in those days.
Yeah, it
Wow.
blew my mind. I was like, what? And then my brother he's in 2-year program. He's jealous of me. He's jealous of me. And I'm over here making all this money. And I'm like, I'm not coming back to the second year program. He's over there still in school. He's like, I should have done what you did. I was like, well, you can, you'll get out in a little bit. So he ended up getting out too in the second year and ended up making good money, and the rest is history. Actually, when I got out, I went to U of H.
Yes.
Yeah, U of H. That's when I met you.
Yes, yes.
So I was already making good money.
Yes.
Yeah, when I got there. But I wanted a bachelor's degree. That's what I wanted. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So that's respiratory.
Yes.
Nursing was a different story. I was like, nursing is so many avenues you can go to with nursing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I wanted that.
Yeah.
I wanted all the different career paths you can go to. I mean, you could be a dialysis nurse, you could be a floor nurse, you could go to be a nurse practitioner. I mean, the sky's the limit with nursing, so that's why I wanted to branch out. Respiratory is kind of limited.
I see.
Yeah, you're limited to the bedside.
I see.
Or being a supervisor or higher role. So, so I needed that.
I see.
Like, let me get some of that.
All right, that sounds good. I recently did a video about Nigerians and Filipinos. A lot of our people are nurses. Why do you think a lot of Nigerians go into nursing?
Oh man, nursing is just so diverse. It's diverse, and you're gonna have a job.
Yes,
it's not a job that everybody wants to do, but you're gonna have a job. I mean, it's not the cleanest job, but it's you're gonna have a paycheck every 2 weeks. I mean, just look at COVID. I mean, people were paying like $3,000 a week, $4,000 a week. I mean, they were paying 160,000 for a few months.
Wow.
$160,000 for a few months. I mean, you can't beat that.
That's true.
I mean, the demand was just ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, New York, I mean, they were driving people, flying people over there I mean, the nurses were getting sick and they were asking people, like coming to our hospital and asking people, hey, you want to go over there? We'll pay you $100, $120,
Wow.
$150 an hour.
Wow.
I mean, it was ridiculous. Of course I couldn't go, but I mean, my wife wanted to go, but somebody had to be there to watch the kids.
I see.
Yeah.
So your wife is a nurse as well.
Yeah, my wife is a nurse as well. Yeah.
That's like my wife too. No, that's awesome.
It was crazy, man. So nursing is such a great field to get into. It's a great field, but it's a hard field. I mean, I encourage young. I mean, it's a young man's game, nursing. Yeah, if you want the long haul, you're gonna have to do some more education, to get that to get your DMP or your MP. Something that's outside of the bedside, because when you do bedside, some people love bedside. Some older nurses love bedside, but it's hard.
I see.
It's hard.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so real quickly about respiratory therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not really talked about as much.
Mm-hmm.
So what are like some of the misconceptions about that field?
Man, respiratory is such a secret, hidden field. It's hidden, but people get paid good in respiratory.
Wow.
Yeah, we get paid good. Misconceptions. The misconception. The biggest one I see is, we don't get paid a lot. Oh, like, why didn't you just go to nursing? You don't get paid a lot, but respiratory gets paid good. We get good. I mean, we bought houses with the respiratory therapy. We bought cars.
Hey, more power to you, man.
Dude, I paid off my college. I didn't take one loan.
Wow.
I didn't take one loan doing respiratory. Of course, I stayed on campus.
Yes.
If you remember, Golden Oaks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I paid my rent. Just working Saturday and Sunday.
Just 2 days.
2 days.
My goodness,
Dude. I mean, I was making like, just working 2 days. I think I made like $30-something thousand just in a year.
Wow.
And in the holidays, I'd pick up extra. It was so easy to make that much money and pay for my college tuition. So that's a big misconception, that people don't make money doing respiratory. It's like, man, why don't you just be a nurse? Why don't you just do nursing? I'm like, nah, it's double the work and same money. So since then, I just been like stuck doing respiratory because it's not as taxing or stressful.
Right.
Yeah. So when people hear respiratory, it's a lot of running around because you have a lot of more patients, but it's not as in depth as nursing. Nursing is like really hands on. While we were like, okay, boom, do this procedure, do this breathing treatment, do the intubation, and bam, you're out of the bedside.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool field. I love it.
So how do you balance the two of them, I guess, typically?
Well, I was doing nursing and respiratory at the same time.
Wow.
Then, like I said, after COVID, I kind of backed out of nursing. Yeah, it was, I would say it was maybe more risk.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the blood draws, going to the patient's room, and stuff like that.
Yes.
Dealing with the body fluid more. Of course, respiratory, you still have to like draw blood, but it's a different kind of blood. You do arterial blood gases and VBGs, but you don't deal with like the serious body fluids like fecal matter. You don't deal with urine
and
stuff
airborne
like that.
diseases and things like that.
Oh, I mean, we have to deal with that too.
Okay.
But you don't have to deal with a lot of the in-depth like fluids and stuff. So I actually backed out of doing nursing when COVID hit because though the money was good, I figured health is more important. Plus, I got kids at home that I got to take care of. So I backed out of nursing a little bit. So I'm not doing nursing as much. If it comes up, if a good gig comes up, then I'll jump on nursing. That's where it's at, man. Respiratory is chill. I love it. You do your breathing treatments, net treatments, and you're out.
Awesome.
Like you can't beat that.
Awesome.
You can't beat that.
Okay. So how do you and your wife, both in healthcare, how do you handle raising your kids while working?
We were working opposite shifts before. Like we would never see each other. I mean, we were basically like single parents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't see her. She wouldn't see me. You know, maybe in the evening.
Oh,
we see each
wow.
other. So, but later on, we're like, oh, why don't I just go to nights? You know, so we can have a normal life.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we can. Actually, it's not normal. Working nights is not normal. But you got to do what you got to do. So I ended up going to nights. So me and her could work the same shifts.
Yes.
Yeah. So we work. I work at night. In night, and then she works during the day.
I see.
Yeah. So the kids are never at home by themselves, and it works out, and we're able to see each other when we're off together. Because in healthcare, we mainly do like 3 shifts a week.
I see.
3 and 4. So we end up matching ourselves on the 3 shifts, and the next week also the 4 shifts, and so we end up having a marriage. Because I'm telling you, man, when you don't see each other like that, you know you don't know each other. When you have a day off together, you know it's like, who's this? You know, who am I living with? You know, because you're so used to doing your own thing.
I see.
Yeah, so it's like you feel like this is a stranger.
Yes.
You're staying with after working so many days, you know, not seeing each other. So the best thing was for us to keep the marriage.
Yes.
Is to work the same days, and for me to
Amazing.
go nights. So I ended up going nights, and I love nights. I don't think I could ever go to days now.
Oh, wow.
Only because people are sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. So, and the patients are sleeping. So you get to really enjoy nights.
Wow, that's well said, man.
But it does mess with your health, though. Night shifts, it
Yes.
does mess with your health.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you eat bad. You don't get enough sleep when you get home.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So with nursing, I could never do nights because you have to be. I mean, it's the stress is a lot, and your sleep
Yes.
you're like really sleep deprived.
Oh, wow.
But respiratory is more laid back. I can actually just relax,
Yeah.
not be too stressed. But and then when I get home, I'm not so. I can wind down a lot easier.
I see.
Respiratory, so
I
that's the
see.
difference.
You
Yeah.
brought a lot of great pointers there.
Oh,
So let's say a young Nigerian or a young person is interested in getting into healthcare. What
Mhm.
advice would you give them?
I've seen I don't know, there's doctors, but you know the schooling is just so long.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to take out so many student loans.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a community college, so I didn't have to take out too many loans. I didn't have to take out any loans because I was able to pay it through through me working. But someone getting into healthcare, I mean, everybody always goes nursing. But there's other fields you can go to. There's respiratory therapy, there's radiology, there's nuclear medicine tech, there's a pharmacy tech,
Oh.
pharmacy,
Yes.
other things. I mean, nursing is not for everybody. That's what I would tell them. I mean, what I would do is tell them to go shadow a nurse or maybe ask the nurse a couple of questions, see how they like it. Don't let them lie to you. Get the honest truth of how they feel about their job. Don't let them lie to you.
Yeah.
Ask them, hey, how do you feel about nursing? Do you like it? Ask a couple of nurses. Don't stick to just one or two nurses, because there's nurses out there that hate their jobs, but they'll tell you, hey, go ahead and do it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's fun. You'll enjoy it. Now, nowadays, they're setting you up for the kill. They send you up to go to the lion's den. And you will get eaten. So you got to be ready to survive. They'll stress you out. And bullying. There's a lot of stuff, people don't hear about.
Oh.
Disability, bullying with older nurses. I experienced some of that stuff, but, I'm a guy, so it's a little different. But some young girls might come out, 19. I mean, some nurses were 20 years old and 19 years old, that I work with. And
wow.
They would get bullied. I mean, some of them crying when they're going home. Some of them would be in their car crying. I mean, nursing's not fun when you get started, man. When you get experience, then you get to realize, okay, I can hang. But a lot of nurses, they leave the field within the first couple of years.
Wow.
They're gone.
Wow.
So you have to be strong to stay in nursing, man. You got to be strong. Hence our strong wife.
That's some good tips.
I would say I'm not strong either, But I had another avenue to go to.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah,
Well said.
yeah. And I actually had I had another degree too from University of Houston I could have used also.
Right.
Yeah, to do something else, but my degree was so broad. It's broad, so it's not it wasn't like a direct career path like nursing or respiratory.
I remember back in the day, you were probably one of the few people that bought a home.
Oh yes,
You know,
yes,
I
yes,
mean, in
yes.
your 20s, your early 20s. I mean, what motivated you to even do that?
Yeah, I was 24 or 25. You you came to see me at Cullen Oaks.
Yes.
Yeah. You saw what kind of roommate I had.
I remember.
Yeah.
I was worried about you a little bit.
What's that? Psycho. That movie Psycho.
Yes.
That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like. It was scary. So I've had stints where I've had roommates and stuff. And then when I got out, I was like, no, I really want a place, a house. I don't want to go stay in another apartment. And so I was never gonna say I'd never stayed in an apartment, and the apartment was not like in my radar at all.
Mm.
So when I got out, I was like, oh, first thing I'm gonna do when I got out of college, first thing I'm gonna do is buy a house. Yeah, my dad was against it.
Yes.
He was like, man, you better go back to school. Like,
Yes.
you don't need a house. House is a lot of responsibility, and a house holds you down. Yeah, he was right. He was right, because I couldn't travel. I couldn't go anywhere after I, got my house. But the first thing I wanted to do when I got out, I think I graduated from U of H back in 03, I think. Yeah. First in 04, 03, beginning of 05 is when I ended up saving the money and putting up first down payment on the house.
Oh, wow.
Like I worked like the whole year. Like,
wow.
yeah, I was like, I got to get out of my parents' house. But yeah, I was like, I got to get a house, man. So I ended up looking at a couple of houses. My uncle helped me vet a couple of houses, and I was like, why not do it now? Of course, my dad was, like I said, my dad was against it, and he was right. I should have waited. I could have done a whole lot more. Maybe went and got a master's and stuff like that.
I see.
But I ended up getting a house, which was also a good investment.
Of course,
It
yes.
was a good investment. So I got a house, and I was one of the young first guys that got a house.
Yep.
I was 24 or 25 years old, and I had a big old house, man. And it was fun. We had a bunch of parties and stuff like that. You have to remember, I was still really young and just
well, speaking
in
of
party mode.
Speaking of those parties, yes, we have to talk about those parties.
Oh yeah,
you threw some of the most amazing parties.
Oh, thanks, man. I found a reason to throw a party.
Yes.
Whether it was a fight,
Yes,
or a birthday, or just friends hanging out. I always found a reason to have a party, man. I mean, it was just fun. It was fun, and we had just got out of college, so we needed to keep partying.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, we had a blast in college.
Yes.
I didn't feel like I wanted it to end. I didn't feel like I wanted it to end at all. So we had parties and fun.
That's totally awesome.
Enjoyed it.
Awesome. And a lot of people that buy homes, they're not really good at hosting or showing hospitality. So how were you able to do those things? Because not only did you throw great parties, Uvie,
Mhm.
you were you hosted people, you made everyone feel comfortable. What motivated you to do those stuff?
Oh, it's my mom. My mom. She loves entertaining people.
Oh.
Yeah, she loved entertaining people. She loved bringing up people over the house. To make a meal, share a bottle of wine and some beer. So just watching that growing up, my mom's influence. Yeah, that's what helped me be able to host. A lot of people don't like hosting. Like they'll go somewhere or get it like a dinner, like a restaurant and host. But I like people coming over.
I see.
Yeah, I like people coming over and knowing me and seeing how I live and all that. So it was fun. It was fun. I even tried to throw a party in college in Cullen Oaks in my apartment. And hosted like all of you, NSA or whatever.
Yes.
But they ended up kicking us out.
Oh, real?
Yeah, you remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they came. Some of the workers or something came. And,
Yeah, they're like, oh, you can't host here. You can't have a party here. I drinks
Yeah.
and everything.
I know they hated on us.
Yeah, you know. And my roommate even left. He was like, nah, I don't need all this. He left.
Oh man,
that was fun. So yeah, it's always been in me to
yes,
to be able to like entertain and host people and stuff like that. And like I said, it came from my mom.
I see.
Yeah, lots of fun though, man. Lots of fun.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, see, you guys are getting some inside pointers from a couple of decades ago up to now.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, in my house is like I paid it off a couple of years ago.
Oh, congratulations!
That first house I got, I paid it off. It was in a 15-year fixed mortgage.
Yes.
Yeah, and boom. I paid it off, and I'm already able to go to my next house. I was able to go to my next house after a couple of years.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
In fact, speaking about the next house, I've been to your home. It's very lovely, beautiful.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So, what experience would you say, or what was the difference between getting your home now versus back then?
It's a huge difference. Well, it's a lot easier now because I'm married and
Yes.
we have two incomes. Back then it was just me. So I have somebody else to like bounce ideas off, and we can look at houses together, and what you don't like I might like, and what I like, what I don't like you might like, and then we're able to like figure out, okay, we have this many kids, we need this many rooms, stuff like that. But the experience was the house I had before
Mhm.
was it was an inventory home. It was already built. But this home right here, we had to build it from the ground up.
I see.
So that was a totally different experience.
Yes.
Yeah. So dealing with the builders, I'm sure you know this. The builders and realtors.
Yes.
Yeah, the builders, realtors.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and inspection.
Inspections, right.
I mean, this house was the new house we got was built during COVID. So COVID was a crazy time. It took us, usually it's 6 months to build a house.
New
It took us almost 14 months.
Wow, because of so many delays.
Yes.
Even workers.
Yeah, workers not showing up,
Right.
stuff like that. So it was I would say it was a more fun experience. Doing the newer house, because you're able to put what you want in your house.
Right.
But the previous, it was tough. I didn't know nothing about buying a house. I just know I wanted the house. That was it. But this one, we're able to build it the way we want. Our house was really closed up. The previous house was closed up because I had some family staying with me, and it was just really cramped. Yeah, and all my kids were in like one room. So when we got this house, we're like, oh, we want tons of rooms. Like we want 6 bedrooms. We want all the bathrooms. We want everything. So we did it the way we wanted to, and it turned out well.
Well, that's awesome.
And I'm not too far from yeah. So it works out.
Awesome. Okay, so what advice would you give maybe younger Nigerians, right, or younger people regarding planning and money, regarding maybe buying a home?
Buying a home. The number one advice I would give them is save your money. Save your money, because the down payment is no joke. Yeah, and there's a lot of hidden costs.
Right, closing costs.
Closing costs. Even if you're gonna do a new house, I mean, you have to pick out your upgrades. Like you pick up your upgrades in the showroom.
Yes.
Oh, that costs. It costs. So you need a down payment for the upgrades.
Yes.
Not just for the house.
Yes.
The down payment for the upgrades. And so the biggest advice I would give young people right now is just save. If you're gonna buy a house, you gotta have some money saved, and you gotta have like 2 to 3 months of expenses put out. Because after that first year, after you buy your home, I mean, everything, after that first year, you're not on warranty anymore. Everything breaks down. Everything. I mean, your HVAC might break down. Things will leak. I mean, your roof will leak. I mean, you name it, it could happen. I mean, you have pest control, you have lawn care. I mean, you have everything like to think about. So, number one thing before you get a house, I would save a nice big down payment, maybe 20%, and then have about 3 to 4 months of expenses like saved and ready to go in case you need a like an emergency or something happens. The HVAC is no joke, man. If the HVAC goes out on you after warranty, you're in trouble.
Especially in Texas.
Yeah, it went out on me, man. It went out on me. It's like, I think it was like $1,400 for the compressor. I mean, it was really ridiculous amount, man.
Yes.
Yeah, this is after the warranty. Of course, they comped it though. The people I built my house with, they comped it because the parts were I think the parts were 5 years, but the labor, you have to pay for the labor.
I see.
Yeah, but the parts were they warrantied us for 5 years.
Okay.
So yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah, it's a good experience, man. They give you a lot of warranty, like they keep you safe for a year.
Yes.
A year. And even after that, I mean, you got like 10 years on the foundation. I mean, but during COVID, they were cutting costs. Costs, man.
Yep.
Good thing we signed our contract like before COVID.
Okay.
Like before COVID. So when they started cutting costs, it didn't affect us because we're already set.
Right.
Yeah, our price was already set.
Right.
Because they were changing the contracts like little bit here, a little bit there. And you wouldn't notice. Like they put in a charge for our brick.
Really?
Yeah, we had our brick already picked out and everything. You know, it was a high-end brick.
Yes.
Yeah, but then we came about 2 or 3 months later and they showed us the HCS
the itemized list.
Yeah. And I think it was like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 for the upgraded brick. So I had to call my realtor and tell him, hey, you better get this thing off. So the realtor was like, yeah, I think they made a mistake. Yeah, costs were going up.
Yes.
Cost of wood was going up, everything. Yes. So they got it off.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, they snuck it in there.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Yeah, they snuck it in there, man. But yes, so biggest advice I would say is just save your money.
Okay.
If you're going to get a house. For the young adults, just save your money.
Wonderful advice. Yeah. And to add on to what my brother is saying too, use a realtor, right?
Yes.
Realtor. All right. So Uvie, you have 3 children, 3 amazing kids,
Thanks.
2 young men and 1 princess.
Yes.
Raising them up today, how is it different from how you were raised?
It's totally different. It's a huge difference. We were raised outside. I mean, when I say outside, I don't mean in the club because right now outside means in the club. I mean, we were raised out in the neighborhood. I mean, we would go out and fish for people to other kids to talk to. I mean, we were real social. There was no social media back then. We didn't have phones, right? We didn't have no phones until we got to college.
Absolutely.
So you had to go out there and find friends. You had to find your friends. So yeah, kids right now, they don't have to find friends. They're there. When you see them in school, just boom, you hook up on their phones or social media. So I think that's the biggest difference. I feel like they're not motivated as much to go out of their way to be social.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kids, we were motivated to go out of our way to be social. Like we needed like that social environment where we thrive.
Right.
But kids right now, man, a lot of them just go into their room, get on their phone or get on their PlayStation or social media, and that's where they thrive. That's where they thrive. So it's a big difference from when we grew up and the kids now, I would say. But my influence, I try to get them out the house as much as possible. I try.
Yes.
Let's go out and practice. Let's go to we went to Barnes and Nobles yesterday just to hang out with the kids.
Oh, that's amazing.
I try to get him to do sports. I got one of them in tennis. He's actually really good. And I got my daughter. She's in basketball. Then I got another one in soccer, but he's not thriving in soccer. So I'm trying to put him in basketball now. But yeah, that interaction with teams and other kids, that's really important, I think, for the kids growing up now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I try to incorporate all that stuff.
Okay.
And of course, grades.
Yes.
They need good grades.
Well said.
Yeah.
You're doing an amazing job, man.
Thanks.
So are there any maybe Nigerian values that you and your wife are trying to instill in your kids?
Yeah. So we try to instill a little bit of our culture. Like when they see other, adults, like, greet them sometimes they'll greet an Igbo man
Yes.
with amigo.
Yes.
And I have to tell him, hey, he's not Igbo. I'll tell him, hey, this is a good evening. You have to tell him good evening, but I'll tell him ahead of time, like good evening. No need to say amigo because he's from a different culture.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll teach him the basics also, like how to greet someone from their culture, like an Urobo. I'll tell him the basics of how to greet them. But other than that, the basic regular cultural values. Teach them how to be a man. Teach them, now, groom yourself. Good hygiene. Teaching my daughter how to be a wife, be in the kitchen, stuff like that. Of course, people might take offense to that, but this day and age, I mean, I want her to be able to find I want to be able to be married because these days, people are okay being by themselves, and marriage is a way to like financial freedom. I feel, you can be retired and I mean, the way to get to retirement and have that financial freedom, get a house and all that. A lot of it is through marriage. So being married to me is important. So I'm training her to do that. So to me, important value for a lot of foreigners is marriage. So if you marry well, most likely you have a good life, and plus your kids will be in a two parent household. So those are the values I'm instilling in them, like now, to value family and marriage and kids. So that's my big thing that I'm instilling them right now when they're teenagers, before they get past that stage and and want to be there by themselves and stuff like that. So
that's well said. Are there any American values that maybe you're still in your kids that your parents didn't use?
No, they're pretty social. My kids are social. Some of them are they're social because like I said, they play sports, so they end up being social by default. I'm not instilling anything extra in them. I'm just kind of infusing my Nigerian values into them. But they're learning all the like cool things to do with their friends and stuff. Most of the things they do is like video games. I mean, I took my daughter trick or treating and she was with 3 of her friends, and I'm like, that's to me that's an American thing and stuff like that, just to get them acclimated to both sides, both cultures.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of Nigerians don't celebrate Halloween.
That's true.
Yeah, they feel like it's evil.
Well, yeah.
But my daughter wants candy. She wants candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sons, my youngest son, they want candy, so there's nothing I can do about that. I need to get them out to get some candy.
I'm sad. I'm with you too on that.
Yeah, they'll bring their friends to bring candy to school, so you want your kids to have candy too.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. We had to take some of the candy away because they were going through it like food.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had to kind of take some of the candy away, which is it's crazy, man. So like this time next year, we'll be going to the dentist and I'll have a lot of cavities.
Oh, that's funny, man. Well, speaking of that Halloween example, that a lot of Nigerians don't celebrate Halloween. Do you think that there are other things that raise maybe a type of tension between doing things maybe the Nigerian way versus the American way?
Tension? Oh, with the kids?
Yes.
No, not really. Yeah, my kids, they've grown up around a lot of Nigerian kids, so there's not a whole lot of tension. Of course, they're just teenagers. I mean, you have a 13-year-old, 14-year-old, a 15-year-old now, and it's just the basic teen emotions, and when they're growing up, hitting puberty, so they're not really. There's nothing really like different from their upbringing. I mean, nothing really different.
All right, cool. What do you think are maybe some big misconceptions about a Nigerian dad?
Restrict. Yeah, that's a misconception. Well, I would say my dad was strict, but us as Nigerian, growing up here, I mean, we're Nigerian, but we also grew up here, so we're not as strict.
Right.
Yeah. I would say my wife is more stricter than I am. We're strict. We're strict. We have to be, because your son is gonna follow after you. And you want to be strict, but you don't want to be too strict. You want to give him some leadway. Be supportive. Uh, don't talk. Not talk down, because we Nigerian parents do talk. I wouldn't use that word talk down, but we're very aggressive. We're aggressive when we talk to our kids.
Yes.
Yeah, and kids might feel we're shouting.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's just the way we talk.
Right.
Nigerian.
The mannerism.
Yeah. So yeah, we're not that strict, I feel. Some people may feel different. Some people are more stricter. I mean, with Nigerian kids, you'll see a lot of them come back home, after college. So, I mean, if we were that strict, I mean, they wouldn't come back home.
Right.
They'd stay out.
Exactly.
Yeah, wherever college they went to, you did stay there, and they would never come back. They get an apartment out there. But a lot of us that are growing up now, we're not as strict as our parents back in the days.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
that's a very good point.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So what do you think fatherhood has taught you about yourself?
Oh, fatherhood has taught me to be patient. It's taught me to be kind. It's also taught me to ask questions of my kids, because these days they're very they do a lot of things, but you won't know. You would know. So I'm always asking questions. It's taught me to be more inquisitive of kids. Yeah, because you just never know, man. You hear so many stories these days of how their friends can influence them and into doing bad things, and so I'm always asking questions. Father has changed me as far as just asking a bunch of questions and making sure that I'm in their life, like I'm in their guts, like asking them questions, like, hey, what's going on? I'm always in their face. So that's a big thing, and that's brought me out of my shell a little bit, I would say.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because usually I'm a laid back guy. Usually I won't get in their face. My wife gets in their face more often, but I would get in their face, go up to their room, knock on the door. Hey, what's going on today? What are you like? I need to know, like, what's going on. So I'm very inquisitive now. That's something that's changed me as far as being a dad.
Oh, awesome. Totally awesome. Awesome.
Mhm.
All right. So let's switch gears a little bit here.
Sure. Mhm.
A lot of us are dealing with or have dealt with aging parents who
Mhm.
go back and forth between United States and Nigeria.
Mhm.
And I want to talk about your dad specifically. Tell us about your dad. What type of man was he?
Oh.
What do you want people to know about him?
Oh, my dad. Okay. First of all, yeah, my dad, he was a great dad. He was awesome. He was strict. He was the kind of dad that won't let you get away with much. Yeah, he was very strict. He was a nurse too. Yeah, he was a nurse in Nigeria, Eku Baptist Hospital. He was the first native principal, first Nigerian principal in Eku Baptist Hospital.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And this the Delta State?
yeah, this
Oh,
is
wow.
Delta State, yeah,
Wow.
because it was all missionaries, it was all white principals.
I see.
Back then, but he was the first one that they trusted enough to give the principal of the Eku Baptist Nursing School.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, he was up there, man. But my mom wanted us to come here, and he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave in Nigeria at Eku, but things were getting tough there, so he ended up coming here. But yeah, he had a great career as a nurse, and he also did some home health stuff on the sides. Yeah, and he raised us well. Like, he raised us well. I mean, it was 5 of us. So, not all the kids are going to agree,
Right.
Yeah, not all the kids are going to be like, oh, he's the greatest dad. But I thought he was one of the greatest dads ever.
Oh,
Yeah. I really enjoyed hanging out with him, especially when he got older. We got closer as we got older. He was more I was the one wanting to get a relationship with him when we got older.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, back then I thought he was strict, but I wanted to get closer to him. Knew who he really was. What made him tick. Why he was the way he was, why he was strict. Because the way he came up, he didn't have a father figure, and he wanted his kids to grow up, you know, with a father figure, and he wanted us to have those family values that he didn't have. So that's why I think a little bit of that's why he was strict also, and having education and stuff like that. So he was a real influential dad. He's he's a robo, but he's also Okpe.
Yes.
So he ended up taking a chieftaincy from Okpe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So but he grew up as an Orobo. Yeah. So he claims Orobo most of the time, but he ended up taking a chieftaincy from Okpe.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So that's why we identify as Urobo, but we're mainly Okpe. It's a subculture of Urobo.
Yes.
Yeah, but so that's why we just say we're Urobo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Let me ask you this. I had the privilege of meeting your dad throughout our friendship of over 2 decades.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool guy. He seemed that he'd been here in America for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He still kept ties with Nigeria.
Yeah.
So how was that for you all? Growing up.
Oh, with him keeping ties to Nigeria.
Mhm.
We didn't start going back to Nigeria until I think his 50s.
Yes.
Late 50s. He started feeling like, oh, okay, most of his friends are back home still.
Mm-hmm.
So then he started going back home. And for us, we just a lot of my siblings, they I'm the one, me and my younger brother, we're the ones that kind of went back home with them. Yeah, I went back home to hang out with him, and he'd be so protective of us that we couldn't leave the house in Nigeria, which I understood. But we always went back home with him and my mom. Yeah, and it was fun. It was fun. He's just so protective of us that he don't let us leave his sight.
I see.
Yeah. But it was no big deal going to Nigeria with him. It was always fun. We always had a cook there. We had a driver, so it was very comfortable going to Nigeria.
Wow. Wonderful.
Yeah, and I still go to this day. Like, I go every year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a legacy.
Yes, I go every year.
That's awesome. All right. So I remember you were telling me that your dad kind of went back to Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our parents, when they get older, they go back. So for your dad, was it unexpected or was it planned? His final journey back to Nigeria?
Oh, no, it was planned.
Okay.
So he wanted to go to my dad wanted to go to Nigeria to retire. My mom wanted to stay here. She's not a big fan of Nigeria as much, but it's like he didn't want to spend all his time here going back and forth because he was aging. So the journey was hard on him. I mean, he was in his 80s. So he knew he wanted to get buried in Nigeria. So what I thought was he wanted to go there and not give us the burden of having to, if when he passed, was to ship his body from America to Nigeria. So he ended up saying he just wants to relocate there. And then if my mom wants to come beat him, like, she can. So he relocated. He told us he wants to spend the rest of his life in Nigeria.
Yes.
So we were like, okay, some of our siblings came to see him before he left. And it was sad. It was sad when he was going.
Yes.
But we knew that he wanted to be there. But this is later on in life. A lot of Nigerians now, they want to retire. They want to go to Nigeria early. They want to go to Nigeria. They say they want to go to Nigeria early, but they end up staying here, like, for years and years and years, and not going back there. And it's crazy how a lot of Nigerians build houses back there. My dad has a nice house out there, but they build houses back there, but they don't ever go back there. They stay here for 6 or 8 months at a time, and then they might go to Nigeria for like maybe one or 2 months.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, but my dad he stayed out there till he passed. He stayed out there till he passed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So when your father passed away, of course you were here and he was, in Nigeria. How did you react to that?
Oh man, it was so sad. So It's so sad. So yeah, one of my siblings and my wife. My wife has close ties to where we live. So they went. They went because someone had to be here with the kids, and she knew how to navigate the area. So my brother ended up saying he would go. He didn't have any kids, at home, so he ended up going, and he was just they were giving us updates. My in-laws, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, they both still live in Nigeria, so they were with my dad, in his final moments. And we were getting updates, but it was tough because I kind of wanted to go back there. But here we don't have people that can just watch your kids for on the drop of a dime or for weeks in advance. So it was tough for us. It was tough. It was really, really sad because you don't want your parents to spend the last days by themselves. So when my brother got there, when he got to Nigeria, my dad had already passed. So he couldn't see him. We couldn't do no interventions. He was just in the hospital by himself. But that's what he wanted. That's what my dad wanted. He didn't want any interventions done. He didn't want to be kept alive like a lot of people want to be kept alive here. Or they put on a trach and intubated and peg. So yeah, he wanted to go peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
Pain meds, anxiety
Right.
meds, and go peacefully. That's what he wanted. So, and it's a little sad though because we never got to see him go. A lot of the people here in America, they were with their dads when the dads go.
Right.
So it was that was the sad part. Yeah.
And the reason why I feel that this is so important, and I really appreciate you talking to us about this.
Mm-hmm.
This is an ongoing situation for people like us, right?
Yeah.
We have aging parents. A lot of times they want to go back to their home countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when they pass away and we're here, sometimes there could be some type of confusion, like, okay, what do we do? How do we do this? So how did you go about planning to take care of this situation?
The biggest answer, the main answer to that is I married well. I married a wife that was, from there. So her family were the biggest help ever. The family was the biggest help. And my dad, I had some brothers that my dad had some brothers too that helped us out too. They helped with the grave. They helped with some of the church arrangements, and they went to go see the king of Okpe, the Oroje.
Yes.
And then a lot of logistics were done by them, and my in-laws. My in-laws, they're a big part of helping us set up like the funeral, the burial. Without them, I don't think it would have been possible.
Wow.
Without some of my dad's brothers and my in-laws, it wouldn't have been possible.
I see.
They were such a big integral part of planning the burial. Yeah. It was a tough. When I think about it now, I still have like PTSD.
Oh, I totally understand. That's why I said I appreciate you. Talking about this.
Yeah, I mean the logistics of having to fly all our kids home there, and
like how long did that take? Like, was it within a week or a month?
No, it was 6 months.
Okay,
it was about 6 months to plan everything.
Okay,
yeah, I mean we had to send a lot of money back home to like set up we had to do 2 different burials.
Yes.
It was a chief's burial.
Yes.
And a public burial.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was
your father was a chief.
Yeah. Yes. And they had to eat in a separate place. They don't eat in public, the chiefs. And we had to have a public burial. So that was tough. Good thing I had some cousins that were close to the area that could help me host the Chiefs.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that was important, and of course we got the Oroje's consent, and we had to make sure that chief dues were paid. We had to make sure we do everything the traditional way, like the traditional way. So we got some guidance from the king of Okpe, the Oroje, and some of his brothers and my in-laws. So very it was very stressful but fun and successful burial.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's what you wish for your dad, to give him a good burial. That's what most people wish for their parents.
Right.
Give them a good burial.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful.
Good send off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess looking back, do you think that there is something that you wish you could have maybe prepared more for or had anticipated that was going to happen?
No. Everything was handled pretty smoothly. I mean, of course, there's always going to be family conflict. There's family conflict, and my dad's side. Some of the family members were saying that we're not including them, and that's normal. It's normal. You're gonna get some family members that they come out the woodwork and they're like, oh, we're not formally invited to the burial. We didn't know our brother died.
Okay.
So you have to formally go, announce to them that their brother died. Bring drink,
Yes.
cool out, all that stuff. So there's some family members that had some beef with us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he's like, what, uncles, cousins, extended?
Uncles.
Okay.
Yeah, uncles.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was something we had to deal with during the burial. So he would call somebody else, and somebody would call us and tell us, hey, what's up? You guys aren't telling your uncle what's going on, blah blah blah. But we ended up we rectified it. But it's stuff we all have to deal with. We have to deal with it. It's no joke.
I can imagine.
Mentally,
I can
you
imagine.
have to smooth. So before you have the burial, everybody has to be in good standing. Yeah, you can't have no beef with anybody because the burial won't work out.
Oh, wow.
So we had to solve some issues,
Yes.
we had to grease some palms to solve some of the issues.
now, adding on to what you're saying regarding issues, I know your dad, like you said, he had a nice house out there.
Yeah.
So apparently he had property.
Yeah.
Were there any issues about his property or his things like that over there that you had to deal with?
When my brother, it's so funny. His brothers had the keys to his properties back then. But when my brother came, my brother's jealous, so he's so big and tall.
Yes.
Yeah. So there were really no issues when they see a big guy. So when they see a big guy come up like that and say, "Oh, this is my dad," can I have his keys, the property, his keys? They give it to him.
Yeah. Now, did your brother, even yourself, have an American accent, an American mannerism? Did that also help you too?
It helped him.
Okay.
Yeah, but when we came, when he came to see my uncles, we had to bring, police and stuff like that because we didn't want any problems. So we brought, mobile police, and so they're not trying to, the cultures are different there. Usually, if they're not children, here in Nigeria, the siblings end up claiming the property.
Oh, wow.
They end up claiming all the property.
The uncles and things like that.
Yeah. So it was important that we got there. We got there early.
Yes.
To where they didn't start claiming everything and packing up everything. So we made it on time. And a good thing is my brother. My brother has a way of talking that it demands respect.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, even my. Oh yeah.
Let me ask you one more question on this topic. Uvie, with the experience that you had, what would you advise people here regarding their parents that maybe they're elderly and they're still alive? What questions should you think they should ask their parents now?
Oh, no, and they're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, honestly, I'll ask them, do y'all have a will? Will is the most important thing because that can cause so much drama in families, especially if your family has a big estate. If they have a lot of money and properties, houses, just have a will. A will. Will is so important. And if you do have a will, talk about the will. Talk about it while you're still alive. I mean, have your parent, maybe explain the will, if they're still living, like, or what you want done, because to be unclear is to be unkind. That's what I heard. It's a quote from Dave Ramsey. Yeah, to be unclear is to be unkind. So to be kind to your family, you want to explain what uh uh how you want your will, your estate divided, so they're not fighting amongst each other.
Right.
I mean, you have siblings. Like my dad had a will, so we're very cool and cordial. I mean, there's 5 of us, 5 siblings. So if he gave one person this thing and then give somebody this one, I mean, there'd be fights.
That's right.
It would be fights. So the most important thing is that for me to tell siblings that are aging, oh, do you have a will? Do you want anything done? Or what do you want? Do you want anything divided? And another thing is, where do you want to be buried? Ask them.
Yes.
Because if they want to be buried in Nigeria, you want them to put it on paper. Put it on paper and have the signatures and have it notarized. Signatures of witnesses and notarized. Because somebody of my aunt told me that, if you don't have it on paper where she wants to be buried or where they want to be buried, they'll have them get a strand of their hair. If they strand of their hair, you have to take the strand of their hair, take it to Nigeria, and perform a burial.
Oh, wow.
You have to perform a burial for them. So you have to have it on paper where you want your parent to be buried. It needs to be on paper. And my dad had it on paper. He wanted to be buried in his village. He didn't want to be buried here. And if we were to bury him here, his brothers will haunt us to the rest of our days. And they would say, oh, we need our brother back here to be buried.
Incredible.
Yeah. And my dad actually had a house too where he wanted to be buried. So it all worked out. It all worked out.
Fantastic. Okay, so we have a few more questions.
Sure.
And you're giving us some golden advice.
Sure.
So I appreciate it.
Sure.
So looking back now, when you look at your life, your career, your family, what are some things that you're very proud of?
First of all, I'm proud of my fitness because health is wealth.
Yes.
Health is very important. So I'm glad I'm not, sick. I'm almost 50, so I'm not, sick or, I'm still thriving. I play tennis. I play tennis tournaments. Like that's my life. I'm proud I picked up a sport at a late age. I'm proud of the work I do. Being a healthcare worker, helping people. I'm proud to be a dad and a husband. A lot of things. I'm glad to have a home, cars that drive. I'm proud of all that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very, very awesome.
Good friends. Yeah,
Well,
and also I'm proud to have a community too.
Yes.
I have a community. I have an Robo community also. Yeah, UPA.
Yes.
Not to plug them in or anything, but there's a lot of networking that goes on in that community. So lawyers, doctors, and everybody helps everybody. Yeah, everybody helps everybody. Some of them, some of the older ones might ask me to talk to their kid. Hey, he doesn't want to work. Can you, or he doesn't want to do this career. Can you, encourage him? So I'm one of the ones that actually, one of the young adults that actually followed his dad into that community. So I'm proud of that I'm actually able to join in the Robo community and hopefully I can pass that on to my kids also.
That'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think you invited me to some of the UPA events in the past.
Shoot.
They were great. I enjoyed it. It's very, very good. Very positive.
They are.
Okay. Now, what lessons from your parents do you see in yourself today?
Oh, there's a lot of lessons that I've learned from. What I've learned from.
Mm-hmm.
Just discipline, hard work, finishing what you start. That's the most important thing my dad taught me. He said not to do anything halfway. If you're gonna do it all the way. There's no try. It's like Yoda said. Yoda in Star Wars. He's like, what do you say? Yeah, do or do not. There's no try. So
Wonderful.
don't do everything. Don't do anything halfway. Do it all the way if you're gonna do it. And then also respect. My parents taught me to respect my elders. You know what all Nigerians kids say. Respect your elders. But as you get older, you learn what that means because you want younger people to respect you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when they say respect your elders, it means something. It means something because kids now don't respect their elders. So it's a big lesson to learn. So I always have my kids greet their elders, good evening or the traditional greeting of amigua, so they grow up with that. And that's something I've learned growing up, that respect your elders. It's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Uh-huh.
All right. So your children,
Mhm.
if they were to watch this video 30 years from now,
Mhm.
what do you want them to take from it? What message do you want them to hear?
Oh, well, first of all, I want to hear that. I want them to hear that I love them. I love them. I'd do anything for them. They're great kids. My oldest boy, he's he's going through his teenage years right now, which we all did.
Mhm.
A little rebellious, a little, and then my daughter, she's also a teenager, a little sassy, but I wanted them to know that, I wanted them to know, just keep going, don't stop, follow your dreams. We're there for you. We've always been there for them. Even if, we might, not agree, we might have some, disagreements. But if they watch this, I want to know that I love them, and I want them to be successful and thrive in life. Don't stop.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Uvie, you are the man.
Oh,
I've known you
thanks,
for,
man. Thanks.
like I said, a long time, and you've always been a great person.
Oh, thanks,
I
man. A lot of
appreciate
years.
you, coming on the
A lot of
podcast.
years, man. Yeah, it's been a pleasure being your friend, man.
Thank you for joining me and sharing so much with our audience.
Awesome.
And for everyone watching, if this episode helped you in any way, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow Diaspora Dad on Instagram and Spotify. Our stories matter, our lessons matter, and our voices matter. See you in the next episode.